Hey, hi, and hello. My name is Jerusalem Truth. I am an artist, tarot reader, woo-woo lady, and hoodoo baby, and I would love to give you a very personal welcome, or welcome back, to this here YouTube channel, Temperance Apothecary. This is the esoteric spiritual wing of Temperance Apothecary, the business where I make candles and body butters, and flies attack me out of nowhere, I guess, child. Let me go see a man about a dog, 1 second. Said fly must have known it was in imminent danger because it disappeared. If it comes back, I will be pausing again to go handle that. But I wanted to do a really quick sneak peek into the creativity readings and how I particularly work with and channel creative energy with this pick a pile, where you will be finding out what in your life is asking for your creativity and how you can tap into your creativity specifically at this time. This is a timeless collective video, so whenever you see it is when it's meant for you. And we're just gonna jump right into it. Go ahead and select your pile and I'll see you there. Actually, we're tapping back in because I forgot to mention that I also obviously do general life, love and romance, and career and development readings, as well as custom creativity readings. Now, what that means is I literally, based on the information that you as the querent or the person desiring the tarot reading, ask you a specific set of questions about your relationship to creativity, how it shows up in your life, how it has shown up in the past, and how you would like it to show up, and a bunch of other questions, and I curate a custom, not only spread for your reading, but also tangible, actual steps for how you can tap into and curate your creativity to whatever nth degree you would like. So if that sounds interesting to you, you can go ahead and book all of that with me in the links down below. I'm gonna take this fly as confirmation. I'm gonna see you in the pile. Pile one. I am going to start off with looking at your image as to what area of your life is asking for your creativity and how you are being called to show up creatively at this time. And the first thing I'm seeing is you are being called to make it happen for yourself and make it beautiful while you do it. So the person in this picture is recording on a very sexy bass guitar. Let's be clear. They have a flower in their hair. They have a flower on the table as well as a tablecloth, but it looks like they have their system set up behind them. So it's not, and then the mic is clearly right here in the image, but at first glance, you actually don't even see it. You pay attention first and foremost to them. And that's what I'm getting. The area of your life that needs focus is the area of your life that could use a little work, that you are actively maintaining and curating, right? They have their scarlet interface behind them, kind of partially hidden. They're definitely showing up as a performer, but your eye is immediately drawn to them rather than the million things that I'm positive are going on in the background. So creatively, you are being called to make it look sexy right now. Seduce yourself into your creative practice. Make it sensual, and not just in the sexy way, but in using your 5 senses. If you are a musician, when you practice, maybe you light a specific candle when you're practicing, or if you are at work, you beautify the space that you are working in any kind of way, right? If you work in a restaurant, you could just use your server notes, make that pad pretty, right? Add a sticker, add images, whatever it is that you need to do to really romanticize, that's the word, your creativity and your creative practices at this time would be very, very helpful for you. But let's get into the cards. We're going to keep it short. We're going to keep it sweet. We're going to keep it brief, especially since I am not recording at home, child. But the first card I drew, because I shuffled beforehand, was what area of your life is asking for your creativity, and then how you are being called to show up creatively. Boom. Okay, boom, pile one. I see the vibes. First, what area of your life is asking you to show up creatively? We have the Fool. It is a new beginning. You are being asked to wholeheartedly lean into new ways of showing up, new ways of being, maybe new performance spaces, new connections, new relationships. Shit like this, right? I usually record at home, didn't think nothing of it, you know, I work out, I work from home all damn day, and that's whatever, but something just told me to come outside today. Something told me to come specifically to this cafe, to this community center, right, this art center. And aside from the fact that I am enjoying the weather, and it's so beautiful, obviously, this is already generating new ideas for me, right? It's okay, how do I connect with the folks here so that maybe I can do pop-ups here? I got an idea to do pop-ups and where to post different flyers for it, right? You are being asked to show up. The area of your life that needs your focus is this new era, period. The Fool is the first of the major arcana. They kick the whole shit off, right? And right now, especially with summer coming up, though again, this is a timeless reading, so whenever and however you are seeing this, it applies. It's a new season, right? And not only is it a new season, we are approaching the halfway mark of 2026, and it's around the time when people start to say, okay, am I doing what I said I was gonna do? Or you may have been putting in the work for these past 5 months, past 6 months, and now as the summer solstice comes, you're able to really peak and show off and show out, right? And the Fool is asking you to give yourself a full, make sure it sounds different, chance at doing so. And how you are being called to do it and how you can embody that creativity at this time, making it look sexy. What did I say? Queen of Wands. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You know what I mean? It is a time where you are being called to embrace your unique embrace your identity as an alien superstar. Even if you have not resonated as such before, even if maybe you aren't someone who romanticizes your life or sees yourself as an artist or creative, or you're not super sexy, all that power one. The Fool is saying, give yourself a damn chance. Allow yourself to show up differently. Allow yourself to try new things, and don't assume because it's new that it's bad, or because it's different, it is just all wrong and you just don't need to do Don't do too much, part one. In fact, do the most. Do the most, as the Queen of Wands would. She is powerful. She is, again, seductive. She is capable. She is wise. Oh my goodness, I just flipped over your affirmation. I ain't even need it to be this short, but clearly the messages were messaging, because your affirmation, Power One, is I am in control of my life, and I am capable of creating the life I desire. The Queen of Wands has no question about that. And the Fool is asking you to not only believe that, but move from it. Move from the fact that you can't control your life. Move from the belief, the inherent belief, even if it's not inherent, you will act like it is today. You hear me? That you are capable and that you can create the life that you desire. And I love that a bunch of teenagers just came into the space. I'm taking this confirmation. Whenever I hear children or birds chirping or what have you, that's how you know spirit is like, yeah. So, Power One, that is your reading. If you would like more from me, of course, you can book the custom creativity reading or a general life, love and romance, or a career and development reading. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. You can catch me on the interwebs anywhere at Temperance Apothecary. I'll see you later. Hi, Pile 2. These are already quick messages, but we're gonna make it super quick because of course the camera starts dying. Looking immediately at your image, your creativity, how creativity is communicating to you right now, what you're being called to focus on is yourself. This person looks like they are literally doing a self-portrait sketch, and then on the shirt of the person they're sketching, it says, "The world is mine." You are being asked to foster and harness your creativity right now, personally first, right? You may actually already be an artist and so used to creating for others that right now creativity is asking for you to focus on yourself. What do you want to create? What worlds do you want to see? Do you want to live in? What sounds do you want to hear? What paints do you want to use? What textures do you want to feel? You specifically. All right, not the world, not everyone around you. It's time for you to take your creative practice offline. And if you can't do that, because again, it is your mainstays, find a hobby. Find a medium that you never do, or you don't do often, or you just don't share, right? I am a performance artist. I make music and spoken word and write and all the things, but I paint. I love watercolor. And I've never shown anyone ever in my life my watercolors. They just live in my house because that's for me. Painting is an exercise and a medium I love for myself, and it never has to see the light of sun. You know what I mean? So your creativity is definitely asking you to imagine at this time the world is your oyster, and knowing that, what would you create? Cards ahead of time, and I pulled two, one for what area of your life is asking for your creativity, and then how you can show up creatively at this time. And the area, all right, pile two, the camera died during your reading, so we're gonna go over these cards a little quickly, but the message is already clear. What is asking for your creativity? What area of your life? It is your success. It is the areas of recognition that you desire, and how you are being called to show up as the King of Swords. So you are being asked to write the vision and make it plain, straight up. And not just write the vision, but in making it plain, executing. Because faith without works is dead. Because you can trust that you are successful. You probably already are. I'm hearing and feeling that you are someone who literally already operates in your creativity in whatever way, right? You could be a mother. You could be just operating on all cylinders in your work life, or financially, romantically, just on top of your shit. And creativity, as far as you're concerned, is asking for you to really hone in on what success looks like in this season of your life. What would it look like for you to walk forward? Hi. What would it look like for you to walk forward as this King of Swords, knowing that your success is assured, knowing that you are already high, number one? So how you go upgrade was higher than number one, and at the same time visualize that, know that, hold that, and then show up logically in the path and means you take to get there, right? So the King of Swords may not be the first thing that comes to mind with creativity, though they are my kind of patron saint of creativity for personal reasons. And so this feels very appropriate. This feels very true to me as far as how you are being called to focus in, embody your creativity right now. It's trusting that it's going to work out. It's making the project, posting the song. I just saw a bird fly right up to the window. I'm taking that as confirmation, and I haven't even been looking around while I'm doing these readings. So yeah, you are being asked to focus on where you're already receiving support that affirms back to you you're on the right path, that shows and reflects back to you, mirrors back to you that you have all the knowledge and the tools that you need to be successful and to create and to show up as the creatrix that you are. You just got to go about it logically. You just got to put a couple things in place, apply a couple structures, brush up on your contracts, learn the terminology, the kind of nitty gritty or logical, is it right-brained? Whatever, however you say that, the strategic balance behind being an artist, right? That's something I have struggled with in the past, or wrapping my mind around. Yeah, this is definitely my pile, because literally today, while I'm recording this in this space, I have been working on my business and my art, and really recognizing, as I wrote in my Substack article from the other day, that all I have to do is be brave enough to allow myself to be seen trying, and trust that I already have the tools that I need to execute, because I do. I literally do, and so do you, pile two. So let's read your affirmation. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. What they say. I need not look further than myself. All that I seek resides within me. He lives in you, as they would say on The Lion King. Right. And now we have a bunch of teenagers coming down the hallway, so I'm taking this confirmation. If you would like to know more about what your creativity is asking from you at this time, or how you can delve into it, I of course have custom creativity readings, as I mentioned, and general readings for life overview, love and romance, and career development. So go ahead and check that out. Follow us on Substack, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all the places, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile three. So I clearly am in a different outfit. It is a different day. And I had your card set aside for the longest, but I decided just to record it fresh so that I can be tuned into your energy at the moment as it is needed. So how can pile three focus their creativity, and and what area of their life is calling for their creativity. Page of Pentacles on the bottom. Also, coming from where I'm coming from, I just spent 3-4 hours at the lake, and it was exactly what I needed. I ended up running into people I hadn't met before, but hung out, chilled, swam, and now I'm home. And so maybe and it was after I had been having teetering on spiraling or teetering on detrimental thoughts about my financial situation and just what I'm going to do to stay afloat. So from that, I'm getting clearly maybe the area of your life that wants your focus or is asking for your creativity is your finances, is your career situation, and also the adult you that needs to just have some fun. So yeah, your creativity is asking you to get outside. It's asking you to allow yourself to be replenished in ways that talking, posting, writing, journaling can't. Literally swimming in that water, diving in and out of that water. The last time I swam was last year. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm hearing off the top. But let's get into your cards. The area of your life that is asking for your creativity and your focus and how you can focus your energy. King of Cups. We got the Ace of Swords for the area of your life asking for your focus. I keep saying focus. It's what area of your life is asking for some creativity. So maybe your focus is asking you to get creative, especially with this Ace of Swords reverse. It's like you are stuck on one idea happening a specific way. We got a jumper. And your creativity is saying, no, you gotta let me free. You gotta let me move. You gotta let me manifest things the way I want to do them. Yeah, Two of Swords reverse. Okay. All right, Spirit, you're funny. You already know what this is. You already know what this is. And the King of Cups reversed. Again, I think of the Kings as action and Cups, emotion, creativity, expression. So you are not acting on the ways you have been instructed to express yourself at this time. Or you are not acting from a place of possessing and self-possessed creativity. And that is how you can show up, right? But we got two. We got Strength and we got the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you've been holding back out of fear of being judged, out of fear of being too much, out of fear of being wild. And actually this Four of Pentacles card fell directly over the Two of Swords. So I'm going to take it as the area of your life asking for your creativity. And yeah, it is coming down to finances, right? Yes, sometimes we hold on and we want to make sure we are resourced. But when we are so focused, where we got it in our hands, we got it under our feet, it's even almost like a crown above their head. It's on your mind, it's on your heart, it's on your spirit, right? You gotta be willing to bravely face the issue, and then facing it and looking at it and then actually applying the parts of yourself that you typically would repress or suppress or think that wouldn't be helpful right now. That may be how you get what you need, right? Seven of Swords reversed on the bottom. Now I know for the other piles they only got 2 cards, so love you, pile 3. But the area of your life that's asking for your creativity, yeah, 10 of Swords reversed fell out over King of Cups reverse and Strength. So you are causing yourself undue tension, undue burden mentally, and your creativity and how you can call in your creativity. 2 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords reversed. 3 of Cups. Is by allowing yourself to be expressive, to communicate, to create within a group, within a collective. And you are only able to do that when you feel comfortable and safe at home in yourself. You don't feel like someone's judgment is going to sway you, or if someone does judge you, it's not going to break you, right? But you have to allow yourself to be seen and supported in your expression and in the ways that you need to express yourself. So can I get one last card for pile 3, Spirit, just to kind of summarize how they can call in and channel their creativity right now, especially to the area of finance or career, or maybe it's home for you. Something flipped over. 6 of Wands. Show up like you already know it's done. Show up. 3 of Swords reversed, knowing that you've already transmuted the necessary energy, and that creativity at the root is creation. All you have to concern yourself with is shortening the gap between idea and execution. I just heard that recently. But also allowing yourself to be seen and recognized for your creativity, for your ability to create, and know that you are doing so with help, with support. You see them people in the background, you can kind of barely see them on the card, but they are propping up these wands and holding up the wands as this person, as the person on the horse is processing through their Six of Wands energy. So yeah, pile 3, and as you do so, you're going to be gifted such a beautiful new beginning. Ooh, these are all flipped over. What do we have? Y'all getting a lot of cards, girl. Yeah, it's the end of a cycle for sure, and you don't have to worry about, okay, it was reversed, but then when it hit the ground, it was upright. It's the end of a cycle. You are transitioning out of a time that has been stressful, that has been strenuous, and you're receiving support in doing so, and it's gonna happen quickly. The wheel of fortune is already turning. The tables are already in motion. All you've got to do is allow yourself to embrace this success and stop thinking so damn hard. Yeah, King of Cups reversed, 5 of Pentacles. You finna think yourself into old situations. You got to be ready to log off and stop being so damn defensive, right? Death fell over this. Allow yourself to be transformed by the heartache you have healed, pile 3. Put it in a song, put it in the music, put it in your journal, give it to the water, right? Like I said, I went to the lake. But do what you have to do to get out that old gunk where you're acting in that King of Cups reverse, insecure. I don't know what's gonna happen. But then also 4 of Pentacles, stingy, with self, scarce mindset, right? So thank you so much for watching pile 3. If you would like to work with me personally, you can go ahead and book with me over at temperanceapothecary.com. You can also check us out on TikTok, Substack as well, and of course Instagram, and all the wonderful places as I do personal 30-minute and 60-minute readings for general life, love and romance, and career and development per your reading, but also custom creativity readings that also come with a consultation, where we can talk more about what areas of your life are asking for your creativity, how you can curate your creativity, and specifically, we will dive into tangible action steps for what you can do. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.